So, YouTube family, Happy New Year to everybody. The NFL draft is here, and we get to see all the conclusions of what team are picking where and from where, how this affects Colorado football. We're going to get into all that. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell. Let's get started to a new episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. I'm your host, DJ Bless One, the best one.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas bless up on my...
So, ladies and gentlemen, the NFL draft is about to arrive in a little bit in April, and we've seen these 5 teams here who have now been stamped in permanent positions in the top 5 picks of the NFL draft. The NFL top order drafts are the Tennessee Titans, the Cleveland Browns, the New York Giants, and the New England Patriots, along with the lowly-woly Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, these 5 teams have a lot of choice and selections and one of the best drafts we have seen in a while. Now, a lot of these teams you see in the top 5, such as the Titans, to me, they're in need of a quarterback. That's number one. Cleveland Browns, even though they have Deshaun Watson, who just had injured his Achilles and a string of off-field issues as well, money that was guaranteed to Deshaun Watson is absolutely horrendous. But at the same time, they cannot negate the fact that Cleveland Browns do need a quarterback as well. Now, the top pick, when you look at the Titans, they can do a lot of moves such as draft Shedeur. And this is what I was thinking. Are there possibility of Titans' other first-round pick would be drafting Travis Hunter? But there's been a string of changes recently, as Shedeur and Travis are not the number 1 pick. Now, what do I mean by Travis Hunter and Shedeur is not currently the number 1 pick right now? And some of all the probable best draft mocks that are out there, there's been changes in the heart of a lot of these scouts. A lot of them now are looking at Cam Ward. Yes, the guy who quit during the second half, although NIL players are getting paid now, yet he still choose not to go in the second half. He quit in the first half. And Cam Ward is now looking as the probable number 1 pick going to Tennessee, at least according to these agents.
Look at that work. Cam Ward at 1, quarterback in need in Tennessee, time to move on. Shedeur Sanders at 2, quarterback in need in Cleveland always, but you can't move on. At 3, the athlete, Travis Hunter, going to the New York Football Giants. You can see the work the rest of the way. I'll sign off on 10 for you here. Will Campbell going to Chicago. But let's keep our attention there at 1 through 3, starting with 1. It's quarterback, but it's Cam. Take me through your analysis.
So what happened during the season? For the last 2 years, Shedeur was always going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. Last year, we didn't know if he was going to be number 1 or number 5, but he decided to come back, and we knew this. He wanted to help his father, Deion Sanders, build something at Boulder, Colorado. And I thought Scotts would look at that and look at the immense talents and the measurables, things that are up on his noggin, meaning he thinks the right way. He doesn't put himself before the team. So what possibly could change to make Cam Ward being looked over Shedeur and also Travis Hunter going number 3?
Into the season, you talk to scouts, and they had, for me right now, and I'll be honest, coming into the season, you talk to scouts, and they had Cam as probably a late day 2, early day 3 guy with a lot of things they needed to work on. Some of those things were getting through his reads better, which he did this season.
So why is Shedeur now being questioned? Why is Shedeur now not the go-to prominent number 1 pick? Well, a lot of people have been questioning Shedeur as far as looking at in comparison and contrast to what Cam Ward was doing at Miami. And these guys are breaking down things like athleticism now, even though we were told for a long time that you need to be a prototype pocket awareness quarterback, and running all the time don't win Super Bowls. But now the scouts have seemed to change, and the dual threat quarterback is more prominent now. Check this out.
Denver Broncos. Shedeur's a good athlete. Cam's a little better athlete, and I think that buys you the extra time you need, especially if you're playing on a bad team behind a bad offensive line, which will probably be the case for both of these guys.
It is a...
That's right. You just heard that. Now, before I get started, let's look at the 10 probable choices for the 2025 NFL draft picks. As you're looking here, the Bleacher Report has Shedeur as the #1 choice for Tennessee Titans and Cam Ward the #2 for Cleveland Brown, which made sense to me. New York Giants getting Travis Hunter at #3. New England with the cornerback, you got Mason Graham going #5. #6 is Las Vegas Raiders. You got the New York Jets at 7. 8, Carolina Panthers going for one of the Bulldogs. New Orleans picking a Texas A&M alum, and then you got LSU. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Who's in the draft? How could Shedeur possibly be skipped over, or even a Travis Hunter for a Cam Ward? I'm not out here to denigrate any player. Cam Ward played excellent, but I want you guys to look at the prospects available, and you let us know, was Shedeur and Travis cheated as far as what the mocks are saying, because the mock drafts are not guaranteed. Let's look at some of the prospects that are probable first-round choices and selections. Now, watching all these players, you can see some good players that are involved in this draft. But the fact that Shedeur is even ranked lower on this prospect list, they have him as the 15th prospect. The disrespect, ladies and gentlemen. So when you fast forward and you look at not just USA Today, but you're looking at the teams available, you're scratching your head because Shedeur checks all the marks and all the spots, but I have to be honest, Cam Ward also checks all the spots and the mark. So it makes this a hard NFL draft to select from because there's a lot of key visible players here. Look, at the end of the day, I feel personally with the NFL draft, NBA draft, MLB, NHL, it's really more about what team do you fit with. What's the better personnel you should be around? Tennessee Titans is a team that had strings of basically mediocre quarterback play for a while, from Tannehill to Mariota to Will Levis. You can go on and on and on. I personally think that Shedeur would be amazing with the Tennessee Titans. I can't see the Cleveland Browns drafting him if you have a Travis Hunter available, but the Browns do need a quarterback. So it's been a lot of up and down with the college football season, and I don't know if you're judging Shedeur based on the BYU bowl game, because obviously the offensive line was abysmal. So we can say that to the least that Shedeur has a lot of growing up to do, but we can also say Shedeur is above and head shoulders of the rest of the quarterbacks in this draft. He has been through more of a blitz package rush, and I think he can perform well in the NFL, because if Cam Ward is the guy they're looking at, then as the scout says, maybe his ability to evade the sacks and the blitz that's coming through, maybe that's what pushed him all the way. And I can definitely see that, because Shedeur is not the fastest quarterback of all. But then you would have to look at the situation and say, I thought these personnels told us that they're not looking for dual threats anymore because they can't win Super Bowls. But my personal opinion is Lamar Jackson changed a lot of things. You got Josh Allen. He's a dual threat quarterback. Daniel Jones is. And these guys are really looking at the fact that if your guy could get away from giving up sacks, that makes you the best possible pick. So we'll just have to wait what's going on with this draft. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm trying for you guys. I'm your guy, DJ Blessed One, the best one. Let me know what you think. Talk in the comment section so I can hit you up and we can see what's going on with this. Look, man, love your family, love your kids. Stay blessed.
Heart been broke so